So we got some amazing news today. Rush is going to tour again. And I mean, it's a beautiful, sunny, crazy, warm day in October in Toronto. And the only thing that could make this day better was news that Rush is back out there, going to be back out there, and is going to tour. And they're only doing, I think, 7 cities. They're coming to Toronto. They're doing 2 shows in Toronto. Um, I saw them on the the second last show that they did in Toronto, which at the time we didn't know that that was the last show that we were going to see from Rush. But yeah, they're coming back. They're playing the big hockey barn, Scotia Center in downtown, and I am over the moon. I am thrilled to see them come back. Um, and yeah, I'm already on the list for pre-sale. I believe it's going on Monday. They're playing here next year, August 7th and 9th, I believe. And I'm already on the pre-sale list immediately. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of bands that I would want to go see nowadays because I'm not a big fan of the whole concert thing anymore, getting up there. But man, for Rush, I'll be there with bells on. Hey, Simon, how are you? What's my feeling on the drummer, Annika Niles? I don't know her work at all. I haven't investigated that, I understand. I mean, they're just talking briefly. She played with Jeff Beck. I mean, I'm sure she's top tier. Um, I don't know. It's interesting that they went with um, like not a big name drummer. Like you would think, because there was all these rumors about like Mike Portnoy or I forget his name now, but the drummer from Tool. These types of drummers going out with them. So it's interesting that they picked somebody that's not a big name, but and the other thing that's interesting, and which is the fact that Getty mentioned that he was going to have somebody else playing some of the keyboard parts. He was going to play the signature parts, but have somebody do the other stuff so he could kind of roam free and play the bass. So that was very cool. Getting better. That's good. That's good to hear, Simon. Yeah, I hope everything's good with you, buddy. Enjoying your retirement. I'm right behind you. I'm about a year behind you. Um, but yeah, so I'm thrilled about it. Now, um, I do have some concerns though with Rush going out again. One of the concerns is there was talk about Alex having issues with his hands, arthritic issues, and they did mention they're not going to be doing the full blown 3 hour shows with the intermission. They're going to maybe still do a couple hours of shows. They're not doing a lot of shows, right? So that should help his hand. But the thing is with Rush, it's not like seeing any other band getting together. I mean, Rush were like perfectionists, and the music they play is complicated, and they're perfectionists. So I know that they wouldn't go out unless they thought they can do it at a high level. So that being said, I'm hoping that Alex is still going to be able to be Alex and be able to play that stuff. I mean, I'm sure they're going to tweak the set list to to be songs that he's kind of maybe has an easier time playing. So that's a part of it, right? So I just hope that they're going to do a good show. And the other concern I have is with Getty's voice. And AGTU, AQ, hope you're feeling better. Um, like I mean, even when I went to see them, Getty. I mean, let's face it, those early Rush songs, he was singing in the stratosphere. They were all super high keys. Hopefully, he can, I mean, even on the last shows, he was sort of like doing this weird kind of thing with his voice to kind of hit those notes. And those shows were like 10 years ago, 2015. So I'm hoping that he can still sing okay. I'm sure he'll have help. Maybe they're going to drop the keys on some of the songs, maybe make it a little easier for him. So those are the two things. I mean, these are not young guys, right? there's going to be the one thing though is for sure. There's going to be a lot of love in the room. Who's playing drums? Annika Niles. I don't know who she is. She's a German drummer. That's all I know, Quentin. So they're going to have. So again, those are my only concerns. There's going to be a lot of love in the room. I mean, we all love Rush, and you know, yeah, if Getty can't hit that, no, nobody's going to slam them for doing that. I think more people are just so thrilled at the fact. Hey, Christian, how are you? More people are thrilled at the fact that they're coming out and they're going to do a show, and they're not going to skewer them if Getty can't hit a note or Alex flubs a solo or a riff part or whatever. I'm sure there's going to be enough goodwill in the room, but um, at the same time, what I'm saying is, you I don't expect them to be perfect. I mean, how could they be? It's like anything else. You get older and whatever, but I just love the fact that they're doing it. I think it's overdue. 10 years. They waited to do this. I was hoping that this would have happened. Maybe 5 years ago or a little bit sooner. I know Getty got busy with his books and Alex envy of none and all that sort of thing. But I was hoping this might have happened maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago. But anyways, that's all done and said. I'm just happy that they're gonna go out one more time, and they're doing limited shows because of their age. I'm sure the set list is gonna be shorter. Like they mentioned, it's gonna be a shorter set list. So they're doing everything to kind of skew it to match their abilities at this point. But again, just the fact that they're going out, you know, I'm over the moon. Rush is like top three bands of all time for me. So this to me was like Christmas. And I'm already signed up for pre-sales, which I believe happened on Monday. So I'm going to be there with bells on. So yeah, let me know how you feel about Rush coming back out. If you're a musician, go and play. Yeah, exactly, Simon. Yeah, you can tell that they were very, in the videos and the promoting them again, that they were pretty pumped about it. We ain't fucking retiring. Yeah, Simon. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good that they're doing this. I'm very pleased about it. So I just wanted to come on here quick and just talk about it. And, they're a much beloved band. I mean, there's a lot of people been dying to hear this. And like I said, if there's little, hiccups along the way, you know what? We'd rather have you up there than not. So there'll be a lot of love in the room when they do it. I can run all the basic chords, and now I'm stuck. What is the appropriate next step for me? Trying to get into blues, western, swing. Um, Guitar playing question. Okay. If you can run all the chords, um, you know, I don't know if you're able to do this, Lane, but if can you play with other people? Have you got people you can play with? Or worst case, play with backing tracks and, just work on things like, I would say work on things like timing and rhythm and get that solid foundation down. I don't know if you're because with swing and blues western swing, that's a lot of rhythm. You got to be really tight on your rhythm. So I would suggest that play with other people is always it's like a shot of adrenaline. It gets you get better faster when you're playing with other people, and that's what I would say. And I don't know if you're into lead playing or soloing. If you want sort of another thing to sort of start adding to your repertoire, maybe look at some simple guitar solo stuff, maybe some pentatonic stuff, just stuff to kind of get you going. But yeah, that's what I would suggest. I can keep rhythm with other people, but I'm always trying to get into scales or taking any leads. As far as soloing, Lane, I would start very simply. Um, it's all over the internet. Just learn a couple of positions of the pentatonic scale, um, and just start going through those, and just run them enough times that that you get into muscle memory and learn some basic licks, and that would probably be what I would suggest as far as starting with solos. Don't take it all. Don't try to learn all five positions at once. Maybe one position to begin with. Run that through, and then try that against some backing tracks, and maybe incorporate that into some of the rhythms where you play a chord. Maybe play a lick in there somewhere. That's probably where I would start. Yeah. Definitely join a band. Be the worst player in the room. Yeah, exactly, Simon. Being the worst player in the room is not a bad thing, because you can only go up from there. What you don't want is to be the best player in the room, ever, right? Because you know, there's nowhere to go to from there. Yes, Guitar Man 45. It is exciting news. Yeah, so I'm happy about it. I'm already on the pre-sale list, so I mean the ticket, the show's a year away, but I'm gonna be. Yeah, no worries, Lane. I'm gonna be chomping at the bit to get those. To get to see. I'll sit anywhere. I don't care if I'm in the nosebleeds, which I'll probably end up because I'm sure the tickets won't be cheap. But there you go. All right, I'm gonna close this off right now. I just wanted to do a quick video talking about the upcoming Rush mini tour, the 50 something tour. If you're a Rush fan, this is a stellar day. Our favorite band is back out there, so same here. Might even go to the Ontario one as well. Yeah, yeah, they're playing here twice. Yeah, jam tracks. Yeah, Simon. Yeah, jam tracks. Just slow tempo stuff. In A or A minor, whatever, and just play along with that. All right, folks. I'm gonna just quickly wanted to come in here and talk about Rush. Thanks for tuning in, everybody in here. Appreciate you showing up, and we'll catch you all next time. All right, take care, everybody. Cheers. Go Rush.